What's up, everyone? This past weekend, my flying club had a swap meet, and I managed to pick up a few things while I was there. The first one is the Timber Evo. This plane I had to replace the aileron and flap servo in the right wing. But other than that, it's ready to go. So I'll probably be flying that tomorrow. This plane is going to be pretty cool. These fly really nice from what I've seen and heard. It's got the slats pre-installed and they are painted black. I think they're white from the factory. Would be a good candidate to put some inflatable Dubros on as well. This plane should be good for both pavement and grass takeoffs and landings. Next we've got the Dynam P61 Black Widow, and I couldn't pass on this. This just looked too cool. It's in a really unique paint. The previous owner did a really unique paint job on it, as you can see. And some decals. This plane actually came already bound to this transmitter. This is a Dynam, and from what I can tell, it's not that bad. I mean, I've got my normal transmitter is a DX8E, and this is nowhere near as good as that. But the transmitter and receiver do have Dynam's own, or Detram's own version of Safe and AS3X. So I don't feel that bad about flying it bound up to this receiver. This one's pretty much ready to go, except it's got a landing gear that I have to repair. The landing gear had already been broken from the previous owner, and he glued it back in. He got it shimmed in with wood and everything, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it came unglued, and I have to glue that back in. It's got retracts, but that one landing gear that was all glued in and rigged up, that one doesn't work, of course. This side and the front actually do still work. The retract part does, but I've seen and heard a lot of bad things about Dynam retracts anyway, so I'm probably not going to restore retract function. I'm just going to fly it with fixed landing gear. So this one is unlike anything I've ever flown before, so this should be pretty interesting. It's got little machine guns that can all go up, and that's pretty cool. Twin props. They spin. They're counter rotating. Like this one spins this way, and this one spins this way towards one another. So pretty interesting setup there. I can't wait to get this out and fly it. I don't know if it'll be this week, but as soon as I'm able. This plane that my dog is by, I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what this little guy is. It's got what seems to be a brushed motor in it. And I think it's got, yeah, it's got wing servos, but they're not connected. The servo horns aren't connected. So it's got aileron servos. I think it's missing the rudder and elevator servos. And of course it's missing the speed control and the receiver. So I don't know what it would take to get this up and running, or if I would even want to run it with a brushed motor, because that's clearly a brushed motor. 2 wires. Next up, we've got this little German World War I plane, and I don't know anything about this one as well, but he's a cool little guy. He's got pilot and everything. Doesn't have a motor. I don't think it has any servos. It doesn't have aileron, so it's got rudder. It's got rudder and elevator, and that would be it, making this more or less a glider. It's got 2 front main landing gear. The tail gear is missing, so I'd have to restore that as well. He's got a little machine gun. This plane is all balsa, so that's pretty cool. It's all wood. I don't know. I don't know when I'd be able to get this thing into the air, but it'll be pretty cool when I do. Okay. Next up, we've got an unknown glider. I know nothing about this glider whatsoever, but pull this wing off. The wing is held on by rubber bands. I got to repair a little hole in the wing. This is also balsa, so all I got to do is some packing tape to fix that right up. It's got a little damage back here as well. Again, some packing tape, and it'll take care of that, no problem. It does appear ready to go. Other than that, it's got the rudder and tail servo, rudder and elevator servo all hooked up. It's even got bound up with a tactic receiver. I don't have any transmitters that can use a tactic receiver, but anyway, it's got a little brushless setup in it as well. I don't know what exactly it's got in there, but that is... maybe that's not a brushless. No, that's definitely a brushless. Okay. So yeah, that's a brushless. That's a 3-wire motor. So it's got a little brushless motor in there. Let me get some light on it. Yeah, little brushless. I think that's definitely an outrunner. And that's speed control. Don't know much about that. Don't know what it's going to take. I don't know, how much of that actually works, but some pretty cool stickers. So there's that. And we've got this glider that I do know a little about. This is a top model Navajo glider. Okay, and this is a glider from a company in Czechoslovakia, I believe, like topmodel.cz or something. And anyway, this one needs a prop, and it takes a folding prop, and it needs a receiver and a battery, and it'll be ready to go. all of these are, last 4 planes I showed you need cleaned up a little bit. They've got kind of a layer of dust on them. I guess they've just been sitting in somebody's garage for a while. So yeah, there's that. This has a brushed motor as well, so we'll see. I wouldn't think it would need too crazy powerful of a motor, just being a glider. It does have aileron, so it's got an advantage over the other glider in that respect. It's nice to have some aileron. So this is a 4-channel glider. And that's all that I ended up scoring from the swap meet this past weekend. I'm probably most excited about the Turbo Timber Evo and this P61 Black Widow. The Timber Evo because this is just going to be a great flyer, which I will probably be flying a lot. I'll probably be flying a lot of this because it's one of the better flying planes out there, and just really versatile because it's got the big wheels. You can take off and land pretty much anywhere. The top wing makes it so that it's just really stable and easy to fly, but you can still do like lots of tricks and stuff with it. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to get that out tomorrow and start flying it. And I'm really excited about this too, just because I've never flown anything like this, and this is going to be crazy. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Believe it or not, this, that, and that are all flaps. So it's got 4 flaps. It's got a 4-flap system. And these ones on the end, these are the ailerons. And everything works, and when you deploy those flaps, it looks so cool. It's because there's 4 of them. So yeah, I guess this is considered a Warbird, so it'll be my first Warbird. I hope it's. I know it's going to be. I know it's going to be interesting to fly, and you may get to see it crash because I've never flown anything like this before. Well, anyway, guys, that's all I got for now. I just wanted to get that in there before while everything's still in one piece. I wanted to get a video of it to show what I've got. This thing is so cool. Later, guys. See you next video.